夏といえばやっぱりこのバンドですね、ザ・ベンチャーズ、今年もコンサートツアーが始まってます。高校時代その虜になってからずっとファンをやっておりますけれども、今年はどんなコンサートを見せてくれるんでしょうか。今日はスペシャルメニューで芦原素直がベンチャーズをじっくり味わい尽くします。今日はいろいろお話を聞かせていただきます。よろしくお願いします。
よろしく。
僕はパイプラインの音はデンデケだというふうに聞こえまして、小説のタイトルもそれつけたんですけど、デンデケサウンド、テケテケサウンド、そういうサウンドがですね、大変にこの衝撃的で、それで僕なんかもう一発で夢中になった。でテケテケをやりたいために電気ギターが欲しいという人も当時たくさんいたと思うんですよね。どういうきっかけでお始めになったのかな。
When we first started recording, our producer told us that there's lots of sounds in that guitar that you haven't found yet, and lots of sounds you'll never find, but you must keep searching for different sounds all the time. So that's what we did. We experimented a lot.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, after we did probably our first 4 albums, we went to our producer and said, I don't think we have anything new, because I think we've just about played everything we know. And that's when he said there's a lot of sounds in that guitar you can find. And this is about 100 albums later now. So I guess there were more things to find.
本当に新鮮で衝撃的だったんですけど、あれは電気ギター、エレキギターならではの音だと思うんですよね。でそのエレキギターというのを僕たちは音で、知りまして、それで虜になって、そして大変なブームが生まれたわけですが、ベンチャーズの皆さんご自身では最初に電気ギター、エレクトリックギターを持った時の気持ちっていうのはどういう感じでしたか。
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot different. The first electric guitars that we bought were in a used shop. You know, in America they have what they call pawn shops, where you can buy used equipment. And it wasn't a very good guitar, but it was at least electric. Until then, we'd been playing acoustics, and it was really different. I mean, we loved the sound, you know. So it was a great advancement for us.
My first guitar was called a Stella guitar when I was about 14 years old. And I found that the guitar is a very expression. You can express emotions. If you're feeling happy, you know, you can express it. If you're feeling sad with the guitar, you can, you know, it gives you the feeling to play, you know. So it's an instrument that's very, that you can express a lot of feelings with.
It was a big thrill. Once you were playing an acoustic guitar only, and then you buy an electric guitar, it's just a whole nother world. It's quite different. And you can turn up real loud. And if you want an acoustic guitar to be louder, you have to hit it harder. But I remember I had an acoustic guitar, and I used to put the neck end of it up against the oven on the stove, and it made it a kind of a resonator. Would be louder. Did you ever do that?
I used to put my ear
Yeah.
against the
Yeah.
body, so it sounded like
Yeah.
it was electric,
Yeah.
acoustic.
Yeah.
なるほど。でもだからそういうのをお伺いすると本当にね、もうベンチャーズの皆さんご自身も僕らの日本の当時の少年たちと同じようなことをしてたんだなという、同じような気持ちを持ってたんだなということが本当によくわかるんですけど、確かボブ・ボーグルさんは最初にギターを本格的に弾き始めたのは24歳で、26歳でもうリードギタリストとしてレコードを出した。わずか2年ですが、これはすごいことだと思います。それでもう練習なさったんでしょうか。したとしたらどういう場所で練習したんでしょうか。これ別の質問になっちゃうんですけど、当時エレキギターのバンドをやってると練習場所が大変に困りまして、うるさいうるさいといろんな人に文句も言われたりするんですが、そのお二人が始めた頃はその練習場所の問題とか文句言われたりとかそういうことはなかったんでしょうか。
Well, to me, that's the good part about playing an electric guitar, is because if you don't put it into an amplifier, it's not very loud, and no neighbors can hear it. And when I was learning how on the acoustic guitar, that was a little too loud sometimes for, playing in a quiet place. But with the electric guitar, if you don't plug it in, no one can hear it, even a few feet away. So, and it's right, during that year that I was learning how to play, I was also doing construction work. I was a bricklayer at the time. But still, I would, after work, I would sit up and practice till like 2 o'clock in the morning, several hours every day, and all day, Saturday and Sunday. So I spent a lot of time practicing. But it didn't bother anyone because no one could hear it without being plugged in.
当時ドラムもお二人で始めた時はドラマーもいなかったから、静かだったというわけですね。
Yeah. No, when we first started playing, though, I mean, Bob and I just together with amplifiers, we used to get some complaints from neighbors. We had it maybe too loud, but yeah, it's one thing you tend to do when you're learning is to put the amplifier up maybe too loud.
いや、もちろん最高ですよ。
ライブは最高です。
面白かったです。
テイラージュニア頑張ってます。最高。
もうジェリー・マギー最高ですもう。
テイラーがめちゃめちゃかっこいいんですよ。
1962年の初来日以来、今年がですね36回目のツアーということになるんですけど、本当に、日本中もう残るくまなくと言っていいぐらいベンチャーズが、回ってそこで、コンサートを開いたということがこのボードでよくわかると思うんですが、でも全ての場所覚えてらっしゃいますか
？Yeah, a lot of different memories of different places, but there are some places I can't remember. You know, but I think we've pretty well covered the whole country. A lot of beautiful memories.
I don't think there's been any bad ones, so they're probably all good.
Yeah, I think so.
I would think.
Yeah, another thing is that there's Japan is very beautiful. If you go all over the country, it's different. Hokkaido from
Wakanai,
yeah,
up north.
yeah, sure, you bet. And then going down to Kyushu or
Okinawa.
any of those places where you have palm trees, it's quite different. And beautiful.
涙見せたくないの今日からは一度離れた恋なんか二度とはしたくない「ほっと降る雨 いかないあなたの影をあなたを忍んで南へ歩く
僕は不思議に思ったことですけれども、ベンチャーズ自身の作曲で、日本をテーマにした曲が何曲かありました。京都の恋、京都慕情、二人の銀座、北国の青い空、いずれも日本で大きなヒットになったんですけれども、これをですね日本人ではなくてアメリカ人のベンチャーズの人たちが作ったというのはやっぱり驚きでした。どうしてああいうメロディーがアメリカの人に書けるんだろうなという気がしたんですけども、どういう感じでああいう曲をお作りになったんですか？
How do you do that,
Big
Jerry?
question. I think the times that I've come to Japan, I think there are so many influences in the music. Japan is so musical, and there's so many different musical expressions, like Inca music and those types of music. I think has kind of impressed me through the years, and I don't think I got any ideas, or I don't know that any guys got ideas from the music itself. I think that just came, I think, naturally. I don't think there was any specific influence in Japan. That's kind of a tough question. I don't know.
When I first came to Japan, I noticed immediately that the music I was hearing on the radio and TV was really different than what we had in the United States. It was really different music. And I noticed right away that it was all in a minor key. Almost everything was in a minor key. And for that reason, the melodies were more beautiful. And I really liked that. So that's what I started experimenting with, was those melodies with the minor key. That's how mine came about.
I think subconsciously too, when you hear music that's so different, it sticks in your mind, and then when you think you want to write something for that country, it comes back, and automatically you tend to write in that vein.
...21世紀に伝えたいサウンドでございます。ザ・ベンチャーズ。
曲もベンチャーズの曲で初めて聴いて、そしてオリジナルの曲を聴くというのも随分多かったんですよね。でだからもうどんどんいい曲も次から次紹介してくれるという感じだったんですけど、アレンジとか選曲、カバーする曲の選曲なんていうのはどんなふうにして当時なさってましたか
？Back in the 60s and 70s, when we each time we would record a new album, we would pick vocal hits that were in the top 10 in the Billboard chart. Excuse me. And we would record them instrumentally. We'd take all the current hits that were just now happening, and then we would write 5 or 6 songs on the same album that were similar to the vocals that we were recording. And by about the time our album would be on the market, these songs would all be in the top 10. We'd get songs that were coming up with a bullet, you know. And when we'd try to time it where when our album was on the market, these songs would be in the top 10. And that helped us in many ways because young guitarists learning how to play, they could learn how to play all of the latest hits. And also it kept us up to date with our writing, too.
Pretty Woman とか、それからラップポーションナンバー9とか両方聴き比べたりしていろいろ楽しんで、そしてその変わり方に非常に感動したりもしたんですけれども、それからあと日本の曲をベンチャーズがカバーして演奏するっていうそういうアルバムもあったと思うんですけれども、そして数年前にも日本でヒットしている曲をカバーなさったことがありましたが、日本のミュージシャンの中でなんか、興味をお持ちのアーティストというかお好きなアーティストというのはいらっしゃいますか
？Many Japanese
Southern
musicians.
All-Stars are really a great band. We did an album of all the Southern All-Stars.
I could name so many and people that we've gotten to know over here, like, for example, Dr. K and Watanabe, and some of the groups that we've covered have excellent musicians, you know, Chage and Asuka, Hound Dog, and different people like that. Kozo Marashita, he's an excellent guitarist. And of course, Kayama Yuso-san. But so many musicians are really good.
Yeah, a lot of them we don't know. We hear the music, but we don't know their names. But they're really good. When we first came over here in 1961, the very first time, actually the Japanese musicians, there weren't a lot of them. And when they did play, they played big band. They either played a trombone or a trumpet or saxophone and a stand-up bass, no electric bass. And for, I don't know, a few years, when the Japanese were trying to learn rock and roll, now the Japanese, musicians are I got to say, they're some of the best in the world. Excellent. And have been for quite some time.
Oh, minasan, tanoshinde imasu ka? Arigatou. Watashi tachi mo tanoshinde imasu.
当時ベンチャーズのですねパイプラインやそれから10番街の殺人なんかを出してた頃のベンチャーズ、その頃のベンチャーズをジェリーさんはまだ加わってなかったわけですけど、どんな風な感じで聞いてましたか？
Well, I was very impressed with the Ventures because when I remember when I heard Walk Don't Run originally, I was really flabbergasted because it was such a different song that came out, you know, and I was really impressed with the guitar. And ever since then, I've been kind of following the Ventures for a few years, and then when I finally was given the opportunity to join the Ventures, I was really excited about that, and because I was an instrumentalist before I met the Ventures, so it was like just a transition into playing with the Ventures, and it was a great opportunity for me.
Wow, I've been listening to the Ventures since I was a kid. It was always in the house. My father, obviously, was the drummer for the Ventures, and it was a big influence for me. When I first heard Walk Don't Run and some of the other songs the Ventures did, I just thought it was the coolest thing. And that my father was the drummer for the Ventures was even cooler. And to be able to play with the Ventures is amazing feeling.
それからあとギタリスト、リズムギタリストとしてドン・ウィルソンさんという人は非常に僕にとって特別なアーティストという気がします。非常に歯切れのいい、勢いのいい、非常にリズミカルなパワフルなコードストロークのスタイルっていうのはどういうところから生み出したんでしょうか？
Well, when Bob and I first started playing in 1959, or probably late 58, we didn't have a drummer or a bass player, and because we didn't know one, we were just starting, and of course no bass player or drummer that was working would want to play with somebody that isn't working. So we had to develop a style to. Bob played lead guitar with the melody notes mixed in with chords, and I had to play to kind of make up for a drummer. So I played very percussion kind of rhythm, played it real hard, and that just stuck. After we got a drummer and a bass player, we just continued to play like that.
これは確か一昨年だったと思うんですけれども、この日本ツアーの途中で、ドラマーのメル・テイラーさんが、突然にお亡くなりになったということがありまして、僕もその数週間前の種子島コンサートの時お会いしてお元気だったのでびっくりしたんですけれども、メル・テイラーさんが抜きでというふうになった時にベンチャーズやっていけるだろうかという不安はありませんでしたか？
Well, of course, we were shocked when that happened, just like anyone else, because he did not show any signs of having any sickness of any kind. So it was quite traumatic. We were just stunned. We couldn't believe it. But we began to think, well, maybe we won't continue the Ventures anymore. But then we thought, well, I think Mel would have wanted us to do so. And actually, when he talked to Leon, he asked Leon if something happened to him, he should die, that would he take over? And Leon said, yes, he would. So then we decided that we would keep going.
それでレオンさんがですね、メル・テイラーさんの後継いでベンチャーズのドラマになったわけですけど、先輩のドラマーとしてメル・テイラーさんのドラムプレイどんなふうに感じていらっしゃいますか？
I always thought the same. I think he's always been an underrated drummer. he's got a power and he's got a flair. He had a power and he had a flair to his playing that was unmistakable. And it's just, he was an amazing drummer. Amazing drummer. He taught me everything I know.
全くそうだと思います。本当にテイラーさんのドラマは個性的でね、体がワクワクしてくるようなドラマでした。さて、それで今後のあれですが、いつ頃まで50年先もやってらっしゃいますかね。
50? Yeah, I think so.
5 maybe.
50 years from now, I'll only be 115. I should be okay.
I'll be 92. I think I still have a few years left in me.
Yeah. You can hang out.
ぜひ続けて、そこまで行ってほしいと思います。というのもロックミュージックというのは、僕が若い頃はなんか若者のための音楽というふうなイメージがありました。それで僕ずっとロックファンで、今もう随分、48でございますけれども、いまだにロックファンであると。だからもう年齢制限がなくなった、もう若者のためだけのもんじゃなくて、おじさんのための音楽でもあるということだと思うんですね。でそれをベンチャーズが証明してくれてるという気がします。
We hope so too.
Thank you very much.
And you look much younger.
で最後にですね、今のと関連あるんですけども、ベンチャーズのコピーバンド、ベンチャーズの曲を自分たちも演奏したい、そして一緒に現にやっているバンドがたくさん日本中にいます。で僕自身もそういうバンドの一人で、その僕たち、全ての日本のファンに、もうそうなんですけど、とりわけ僕たちおじさんバンド、おっさんバンド、中高年のベンチャーズ、大好きバンドの人たちに一つなんかメッセージをいただければと思います。
Oh, yeah.
All the bands like the Hiroshima Ventures and Osaka Ventures and I don't know how
Sapporo
many.
Ventures.
Yeah, there's many copy bands. It's very nice because it just keeps the legacy going. You know, it keeps the Ventures legacy going.
Yeah, when we have audiences, they come from very small children to even older than 50 years old, older, many families. So they grew up with our music. It was very nice.
Okinawa, we played Okinawa. There was a copy band, Okinawa Ventures.
Yeah, they were really good.
Yeah, they were really good.